Okay, today we are going to study data types. What are data types in ABAP? Transaction is MRKO, and what is this transaction MRKO? It is settle consignment pipeline liabilities, change. Continue. Okay, we have this program here. Okay, double click this. Here we have tables here, KPF, seg, ITX dat T01W. Okay, since we are going to study data types today, so we'll be looking at various tables and areas. Okay, module, fields, and we have keywords, field, and module. This is standard SAP program that you're seeing over here. Okay, and let's look at utilities, version management. This is active. Okay, version is active. Okay. Now let's see what are data types and syntax in ABAP. Okay. Now, uh, anything that is highlighted in blue will be a keyword in ABAP like this. Anything in blue are keywords. Okay. And ABAP code is not sensitive. ABAP programs are divided in two parts, that is object-oriented part, global declaration part, and procedural part. Procedural part is the logical part where you uh, establish the logic, and global declaration is where you declare variables, declare data, declare um, tables and their fields. So global declaration, you define variables and declarations that are visible and valid throughout the program. Declarative part is followed by procedural part, which is the logic. So in ABAP program, whenever you write any segment or a part of your program, it should have comment lines. Let's see how we can do that. C38 C underscore. Let's pick up any program and 28th May T47. Let's pick this up. Program change. Okay. If I want to add a comment over here, okay, it can be given over here. This is command. Okay. And you can also add this is a command. Okay. And if you want to make multiple comments, can be done in this way. ABAP programs have syntax in blue. Keywords are marked in blue. SAP ABAP tables can be internally created, extract field data. Okay. So what I can do is Control plus. Control plus. So, yeah. And this can be made with CTRL. This. If I click CTRL and the pointed bracket, it actually becomes a comment segment. Okay. So, that being said, comment lines can be made in various ways. Parameters, first program parameters, let's say we are taking an input field and that starts with keyword parameters type character. Okay, the right is actually the output. We've already seen that. So ABAP programs work only with data of the same program. Data means that whatever is in the program will be available to work with the logic. Okay. So external data like user inputs or data from the database must be transported to the local program to be processed with ABAP statements. So physical units with which ABAP statements work at runtime are called internal program data objects. Now, what are internal data objects? Internal data objects are functions, modules, and the programs that you import. ABAP statements access the contents by addressing the name of the data object. Data object can be a table, an internal table, okay? Or it can be a program, it can be a structure. So every ABAP object has technical attribute. Technical attributes will be type, character, string, which are fully defined at all times when ABAP program is running. Data type, field length, number of decimal places for string, for numbers, for packaged variable, for text variable, for character variable. There are field lengths and number of decimal places for variables that will use packaged data type. So data type determines how ABAP statement will be interpreted. Okay, so we have data types of numerous types: character, numeric, date, floating point, packaged, string, hexadecimal string. Hexadecimals are used for machine integration, and third-party software data extraction and import. So let's see, let's write a program. Let's go back. SC3800, SC38, C underscore 02, June, data types, data type 1, create data types. Data types 3, executable program, enter global object. So let's write a program. Data f, f name 10 type C, and what should be the f underscore name is equal to was net, right? F underscore right end of class underscore name. Data is data type will be type C, that is character with a length field storage length of 10, and that variable is first name f name, and f name will have this part of the text, okay, and it is required to output. Was net, okay. Now let's do one thing, let's change this to n, and at this place control F12, control shift F12, active, okay, activate, control shift F12. Type n is number type, okay. So we have placed a debugger. A debugger will see how it will process a number which has a text, okay. It has a length of 10, and let's see, it's active. Okay, variable. If I click on variable here, double click variable, and it will show me, and I will push F5. I will press F5. And what is the value it is giving me? 00 because we have defined n number, that is the number type, and it is not producing what we have actually written here. And it is producing 00. So that is your data types. Okay. So data types, there are 5 predefined non-numeric. Non-numeric means text, string, date, time, hexadecimal. These are non-numeric. Numeric types are integer, floating point, package number. Package number has decimals, floating point has to a certain level decimals as well. Field length for date, floating, integer, and t is fixed. Okay. Field length determines number of bytes a data object. What is a data object? This is a data object that holds the data. If in types, character, numeric, hexadecimal package, the length is not part of the type definition. Instead, you define it when you declare a data object in a program. You define it. Where do you define this is the length you have to define 10. Okay. So package is particularly useful for calculations in business context. When you define an object with type P, you also specify number of decimal places. So package has decimal places that are used for calculations. You can also use elementary data types using type statement. You base these on predefined data types. This determines all the technical attributes of a new data type. Okay. I hope this is clear to you. Okay. Okay, let's go over to the next part of the program. And okay, let's change it. There is another way to define types. User then type C and what we can do, data F name type user, data M name underscore name type user, data last name type user. So you have actually defined something, your own variable user over here. Okay. So this is how you write program, and made it into a comment. So that being said, let's go to another part, SE11 MAKT, change, continue. We're done with this presentation. Okay. So we have what? We have data types, data elements, and data types are character, language, character, character. And these are the fields like SPRAS, backtext, MAKTG, material description in uppercase. Okay. So this table is about material descriptions. Okay. So let's write a program. Let's go back and write a program. SC38 data type 2 create Types TY user 20, type C, data F name, type TY user M name, type TY user MATNA, type C, middle description, type C, phone number, type N, amount, type P, decimals 2, quantity like amount is given over here, okay? Amount, quantity like amount, unit like amount, no length type string, days type I, days type I. Okay, check cause of incorrect spellings and comma errors. Comma errors. Okay, comma was not here. But I in photo was net. Then, uh, uh, check. Check. Syntax right, B line one is invalid. Okay. Come on, the server is very slow. WasNet ERP 24.43.3. It has actually produced the results. Okay, now let's do one thing again. Phone number was type N. Okay, let's do one thing. I'm not deleting this part of the data. You can actually have a look at it at a later time. Okay, and F name type TY user, M name type TY user, mat number type C, phone number type N, amount 3 decimals 2, quantity like amount, unit like amount. No length is WasNet, no length is WasNet ERP company, amount is 2325, phone number is 1234, F name is WasNet, and um, amount and quantity. Unit, phone number, F underscore name. Okay, check. TY user is unknown. Okay, type TY user type C. Okay, activate. Oh. TY user 20 type C. Activate. Was not 23, 25, 10. Okay, it is producing results. Okay, okay. F name type TY user. We don't have TY user. Types TY user. 20 type C. TY user rat number, phone number, was net amount, phone number 124, and the phone number is type N, was net, right, was net. Uh, Okay. Not valid. Error आ गया. 5 is not valid. Okay, okay. Not valid. I string it was not 23. And now, why is this space coming here? Because of the length of the field that you have taken, right? That's why you're getting these many spaces. Okay. Anything that occupies a space is data objects, and we are done with today's